they kept, you know, there's always some little kid in something. Shakespeare has lots of little kids, so they would continually come to me and say, do you want to be in this? And I'd go, no, I don't, which was foolish, given that, what I do. I actually, to begin with, wanted to be a film cameraman.
Interesting. So behind the scenes.
I wanted to be behind the scenes. And I asked somebody one day, what do you need to do to be a film cameraman? And they said, you need to be really good at maths. And I believed them. And my dream was crushed because I could barely act. So that was very sad. But I've since found out I don't even know what they were talking about. What maths do you need to be a cameraman?
Right, I'm not too sure about that either.
No.
You see this?
I know, they keep telling me I've got to be much closer to my mic. Is that better?
Yes, that is better.
All right, good.
Now, are you able to do an impersonation of your father?
Yes.
Can we hear it?
Yes. I was going to do a little anecdote first. I discovered
do the anecdote.
A couple of conventions ago, somebody was sort of missed because I was there but my dad wasn't. And so they were upset about this. And they said, well, but I really want your dad's autograph. And I said, well, I do a pretty good autograph for him. And I did, and the rest of that afternoon I gave away more fake autographs of my father than I did of my own. And we all know what that was. Dear teacher, Dan cannot be at school today because he is very sick. Signed, Patrick Stewart. So I'd had a lot of practice.
Excellent.
My favorite thing to do right now is to call up utility companies. You like the phone company, the electric company, and pretend to be him. Because right now, actually, my family, we just moved from New York, and my dad has a guest house, but it's all one telephone line. So when I call them up, they think it is me. And I'm incredibly rude to people on his behalf.
So they call you up.
But they get things done. This is the amazing thing that us normal people don't really get, is when you call up the electric company and you say, why is my bill 50,000 Deutschmarks, or whatever it is, you know, 500,000 pounds, and you try and persuade them that they must be wrong. They don't believe you and they argue with you. When you pretend to be Sir Patrick Stewart, they go, we'll look right into that right now. We're so sorry for any inconvenience, Sir Patrick. Let's take care of that, shall we? It's good to be Sir Patrick Stewart sometimes. So yes, I just lower my voice a couple of octaves. See, I can't do it now. I've got to be, so if somebody pretends to be somebody from, I don't know, the phone company, I can, or from, like, you know, the gas company, I'm pretty good at that.
So if I called up and said, yes, this is New York Gas Company, is Mr. Stewart there?
This is Sir Patrick.
Sorry, Sir Patrick, I forgot you were knighted. Yes.
Please don't forget that.
We seem to have a discrepancy on the bill here. It looks like it's 150.
No, I don't think you do.
That's right, we do not have a discrepancy on the bill.
That's correct.
Yes.
Sir Patrick.
Yes, Sir Patrick.
Thank you.
Should I always call you Sir? Is that the important thing?
Yes.
Oh. That's kind of fun, actually.
It works.
We should do that. Yeah. So, all right. So you grew up you were born in London. You grew up in London also?
Well, weirdly, yes and no. I was born in London, and then we moved to a little village outside of Stratford-upon-Avon because that's where my dad worked most of the time.
Right.
And then at the age of, I guess, 8 or 9, we moved back to London. And that was home throughout my high school years. And when I was 18, it was very odd. My dad and I ended up in Los Angeles at exactly the same time. He'd come to LA to do the pilot for Star Trek. And at the same time, I had gone over to visit him and wanted to take some classes. I mean, I'm in Los Angeles, you know, how often does an aspiring actor get that chance? And I auditioned for the California Institute